According to the witness, this was shot out her bedroom window at 5 in the morning in Cedar Park, Texas. She claims to have heard at first a cop car outside, which I assume is what woke her up. And when she looked out the window, she saw this. Now, very clearly, when you see all of the lights, you can see it taking a triangular form. And what I find more believable is the fact that it gets caught behind the trees, and you can actually see the light escaping behind the branches, like it's actually back there. It makes this extremely credible for me and extremely eerie.
Gosh! What the hell?
Now, if this is real, this is one of the clearest shots we've ever had. Let me know what you guys think. For now, let's jump over to Mexico. Now, this next one in Mexico is wild to me. First of all, look at it, right? But listen to their reaction. I love that they're freaking out and that the girl recording refuses to believe that it's real. At one point, even asking if they had drugged her prior to her seeing this event. Now, at first, I was thinking possibly a drone. They were thinking a plane at first till it passes this building. I was thinking a drone because of the lights. Look at the lights. But this is where it gets eerie. Watch it pass by.
Me dieron marihuana ustedes en comida, ¿verdad? Esto no es normal.
It's just like she was saying about disappearing. Most of the lights on this craft just vanished as it made the turn. And even the lights now look a bit uneven, almost like I don't know. I don't know how to explain this. The way those lights vanish and the way that it fades away actually makes it a lot more believable to me. See, at first for that one, I would have gone drones. Again, after the turn around that building when the lights vanished, that's what got me. Although, to be fair, they could be viewing through a window, which could have created an optical illusion. Now, this next one is no illusion and was caught on a live broadcast on TV. Let's check it out. This guy was just watching a golf game on his television, and he noticed on the upper left corner, look at that saucer. But what's weirder to me is, look at the cloud when the saucer vanishes. Boom! The cloud vanished, guys. Watch this again. You see the saucer moving, and then watch how this cloud quickly dips away. Watch. I mean, what the hell was that? And on TV, any golf lovers out there, please find this game and analyze it. Let me know what the hell's going on. And what is this? This one apparently went down in Argentina, but I have never seen anything like this. Look at it. Look at the bottom. What is this? What is that little blinking dot? What's going on here? This one really blows my mind. I love this sighting.
Identificado.
Now, I've never seen anything like that. So to me, that's a very good capture of a UFO. Plus, it was a pretty clear video. This next one was actually in the news in Hawaii, and I find it really interesting because the family actually chased it down.
I don't know, it looked up. And then I was like, oh,
Don't get me wrong, that would have been my reaction too. I mean, look at it. Is it like splitting in two? What is it doing?
they're all said, yeah.
The 38-year-old says she's never really been a believer in UFOs, but the bright blue object had them so intrigued they jumped in the car and started following it.
I don't know what it was. This one was going so fast.
Now, according to the news report, after they chased it, it fell into the ocean where they could no longer reach it. Still, I don't know of any aircraft shaped like that, so I find this one to be very credible. Now, this sighting from a plane seems to capture what looks like an entire fleet of UFOs over our ocean. I find this one to be very interesting because it reminds me of this next clip. It's almost as if the guy in the plane and this guy here on the boat are seeing the same thing but from different angles. Look at this one. Now, they're in the middle of the ocean on a boat and seeing this. And it looks like a whole fleet. It looks like what the one guy saw on the airplane, but this is the view when you're actually in the ocean. What could these be? Now, of course, I can't mention a fleet of UFOs without showing our Pentagon confirmed Navy UFO footage.
A whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. Oh my gosh.
By now, we've all seen these, but they remain some of my favorites. They are some of the clearest video of UFOs that we've gotten, not because they were shot with a clear camera, But because we're using military-grade technology to capture this, I mean, they have infrared, they're checking for heat signature, cold temperatures, they're checking everything possible, its speed, its momentum, the way it changes direction, like look how fast this one is. And even our military has a difficult time keeping up. So to me, not only is this some of the clearest evidence and footage that we have, but it is the most telling on just how advanced this technology is.
Moving target? No, I took an auto track. Oh, okay. Oh my.
Mind you, they keep this speed and momentum even when the objects are submersed in water, which is why they're calling some of these now USOs, unidentified submerged objects. It really makes you think.
Okay, we're zoomed out right now. Now we're zooming in.
Now this one I'm skeptical about, and I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. Like, I look at this one and I find it interesting. I want to believe, but this could be anything. It could be flares, it could be fireworks, it could be lanterns. And I feel like an event this big would have many more videos. Like, people in this town would be seeing this and freaking out and recording from all over the place. And I'm not seeing that. So I'm taking this one with a grain of salt. It looks cool, but I feel like it has a logical explanation. What do you guys think?
I'll try to focus on the ship. Because look, it's almost touching the Jesus.
Now this one's very eerie because it's hovering over a ship. That's a boat right there. That's what he was saying. It's like it's almost touching the boat. He's also mentioned how someone on the boat has to see this thing. It's literally hovering right over them. And that's what's creepiest about this. It's like it's not super high out in the sky, but it is in the middle of the ocean, and it's just kind of hovering over this boat like nothing.
I don't know. Maybe it's just a flare. I don't know.
No flare sits like that.
What I love more about the video is that the people recording are actually trying to figure out what it is. It's like, maybe it's a flare, but she's right. A flare doesn't just sit like that and hover over the boat. It makes no sense. This is a very interesting sighting. This one I'm a little iffy on. It looks really, really cool, especially because of the center object being like a almost diamond shape. However, the movement of it throws me off a little, and it makes me think, at first I was thinking birds, though I don't know if birds could be captured like this, like if they would end up looking like this. Also, the stillness in the beginning throws that off. I've also been thinking drones. I don't know, I can't really land on an explanation for this one. Check it out. Check out how it moves and flows around. We're back with some insane UFO sightings of 2023. Check out this treb just zipping over Mexico like it's nobody's business. I'm definitely a believer in that these trebs are our version of these crafts. This is what happens when we reverse engineer the crashed or retrieved objects and anomalies. This one blows my mind. They're actually laughing and snickering because they had just taken a laser pointer and pointed it at the UFO, and it literally shined a laser back at them, which I don't know if that's good or bad. But it definitely makes for a credible video.
El rebote. La chayo alumbra allá.
This is a great capture for me because what the heck is this thing doing?
A freestanding camera. It's like taking flash pictures. Here's an airplane about to go over it.
And I definitely agree with her. It looks like it's taking pictures. Like the way that it's flashing, it kind of made me think it was a drone. But the way that it's sitting there perfectly still and the brightness of this flashing light, it's compelling, to say the least.
It's so weird. It's like in the cloud.
Because, I mean, really think about it. Even if it is something explainable, like, let's say that it is a drone. What the hell is this drone doing? Why is it flashing like that? Now, this next beauty here was shot in Ontario, Canada, and I love this video. It is another video that shows that these objects or crafts have like a force field or a light field around them. Like, you can see that the center object kind of has this pulsating glow around it before the other lights or whatever they are, you know, come on and shine around.
What is that? Look at the lights all around it.
I love his reaction, but really, look at the light. You can see it is a triangular shaped craft. This one is, again, I think one of our own, because you could hear the propulsion, but again, what is it doing?
What the fuck? Oh my god! What the fuck?
This is another one of my favorites. Not just because the kid's freaking out, but look at this. It looks like raw energy. Like, what did they capture here? When they zoom in, it looks like the surface of the sun. It's stunning and magnificent. And even zoomed out, you can see its vibrance and its potency. Wild. I love it. And it's, again, this diamond shape pyramid, you know. What are these things? I feel like this could be another interdimensional craft as opposed to just a spacecraft.
Tata. My kids. What is lo, Tata? Vedi como preso.
This was such a great capture in my opinion, and I would love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think this one is in the comments. I'm so blown away by it. This one was actually shot from an airplane, and the person recording called it a shape-shifting UFO. But I'm going to throw my multi-dimensional object out here again, because look at this. What if it is an extra-dimensional object and we're just seeing the three-dimensional cross-sections of it because of how we perceive life? It almost looks like an angel. This ominous triangle in the sky was actually shot in Shanghai, China. This is one of about 4 or 5 videos of it. As he looks in the cloud, you'll see that dark triangular shadow moving across the sky. These videos keep getting uploaded to Bilibili and a bunch of other places in China, and they keep getting removed. I've even seen some removed from YouTube, so I am a little worried, but it definitely adds some credence to this video. And that triangle shape is genuinely very, very creepy. Let me know what you guys think. There's definitely something very ominous going on up there, and it doesn't help that the Chinese government is so strict that we may never get real answers about this. This next sighting was shot in Santiago, Chile, and I found it very compelling, not just because you can obviously they're physically there as they get kind of hidden behind the lines, the wires of the telephone lines, if you will, but also I find it so interesting that while they look like they're holding still, if you actually keep watching, you'll see that they do move. They just have these very precise and deliberate movements, which make them so interesting, and they even freak out the people recording. Check it out.
Y se está moviendo recién. ¿Se están moviendo? Sí, mira, van subiendo. Ya. Oh.
The movement was quick and subtle. but the speed was immense. And what is stranger and cooler to me is the uniformity. Like, they did not break formation at all while moving. They're moving now. And look, there they go. It's just such a strange event. Almost like obviously they're connected. Maybe it's just one giant ship, but what could that ship be doing? Or if it's several, what are they doing?
Se aleja mucho.
The thing I hate about these videos that get moved across the entire internet all day, every day, is the level of compression once you actually start doing research or looking into them. I wish that for this one I had the raw file, because I don't believe that this is it. Still, it makes me wonder what these could be and what they could possibly be doing. I mean, they are just points of light, so we could go back into that extra dimensional idea where maybe we're just seeing one aspect of a bigger craft or bigger entity. This one is not only a mass sighting, but the way they freak out when it disappears is great. They were definitely not expecting that. My skeptical side does still think it could have been a spotlight though. What do you think? This black polygonal shaped UFO was shot over the Netherlands, and in my opinion it's very eerie. I added it because they used a really good camera, so they got a great zoom in and you can see some detail in the shape of this UFO. It kind of reminds me of the Black Knight satellite, like everything that we hear and have seen about it. It kind of looks like this. Regardless, I find this to be a very eerie and ominous UFO sighting. It doesn't make me feel like it's a friendly sighting, if you will. Like, just look how it sits there and hovers. It's actually very creepy in my opinion. I don't know, it just makes me feel uneasy. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. Smash like and subscribe. See you next time. Y'all, we're back with some of the best UFO sightings that I've seen recently. This one was actually captured in Eagle, Idaho. And we can see several red lights in the sky, some of which appeared to be moving in unison, giving the illusion, like those three, that it's one craft. But as we see the others approach, we can tell that they are each different and individual objects flying into the sky. There's going to be about 2 more red ones appearing, and the way that they just sit there is a bit eerie, a bit ominous. I don't know what this one is. This one is fantastic. The witness of the event described that contrail as on fire, and we zoom in to see that there's actually 2 objects, one in the front kind of glowing, and then one right at the end of that flaming contrail. The witness said that there were actually 3 objects, but by the time they were able to start capturing and recording, the other one had gone and faded away, kind of how this one did here. This is wild. Like, what would leave that contrail like that anyway, that we would have? I haven't seen a UFO really do anything like this, but it definitely looks strange and interesting. This next event happened in Morocco just before the earthquake. Now, it is being classified as earthquake lights, which is interesting because earthquake lights are another anomaly we don't necessarily have an answer for. What's even stranger about these lights is that several sets of them have been seen. Like this set where one light or a few lights are moving individually. And then we have a completely different angle with another set of lights, also in Morocco just before the earthquake. And we're seeing that all of these lights look like they're moving in unison. For those who don't know, earthquake lights are an aerial phenomena that occur in areas with tectonic stress volcano eruptions and seismic activity. And I find it very interesting because we have seen a lot of moving lights lately around volcanoes, with a lot of people even capturing what they consider UFOs flying in and out of volcanoes during active eruptions. I'm a bit of a skeptic for this next one, just because there's a repeating pattern towards the end. However, it is insane and impressive. I mean, look at this thing. The glow is incredible. This is the part that throws me off a little bit, that like halo shift and then a zip under. Now look, this halo and then a zip under, again, it's like a repeating pattern. But who's to say they don't repeat patterns? This, if real, would be wild. I won't be near my computer right now, so I can't actually do a full analysis of this one, but it is one that I look forward to updating you guys on very, very soon, because it is freaking cool. What's even more interesting about this footage is that if proven to be real and accurate, this is actually said to be from Peru and said to be one of the events that the people in Peru are witnessing lately, along with the alien attacks. If I can do an analysis and, really check this out and it's real, this could be what's happening in Peru. This could be what has people panicking. And it is absolutely insane. And the way it just disappears. This incident was captured in Los Angeles on September 7th. I find this light to be very interesting because it looks almost like a distortion in space-time, right? This could be, again, going into all the theories, it could be a multi-dimensional object presenting itself in our three-dimensional plane of existence. It could be a light being, because some of these things could be organic in some way. I don't know this. I can't wait to get more information about these non-human intelligence or non-human biologics. But what if it's the ship itself? What if some do have passengers and others are just in and of themselves life and light entities that can travel? I also like this one because they stood for a good amount in the incident. It's not just 10 seconds and, they stopped recording. And it has pretty colorful commentary, which makes it, I feel, more believable. I definitely feel that the witness was freaked out and believed they saw something.
Yeah, an alien's starting to exist, you're fucking right. Tell me what the fuck that is then. Just give you an idea, zoom out a little bit, so I'm not bullshitting.
It's ominous that it's actually just sitting there stationary. But what I find most interesting is that I genuinely, again, it looks like a distortion. I genuinely cannot tell if this is one light, several lights, a light being scattered through a prism of some sort, creating this illusion or effect. I find it so interesting. I love this video. The shape is interesting too. It's definitely not a star. I want to know what you guys think about this one, because I'm blown away by it. I'm baffled. This event was captured in Texas on September 7th. Because it has blinking lights, I'm inclined to go drone, but just the shape of it, the look all around, feels very unfamiliar. So it definitely could be a UFO. This luminous object was captured by a stewardess on a plane. It's definitely anomalous and strange. However, because of the nature of the video, it's like a few seconds, so I can't really get too much detail out of it. And how high up she is, I can't tell if it's just something on land reflecting the sun or if it's an actual object in the sky. This object was captured in Paphos, Cyprus on September 6th, just floating across the sky. The witness and his partner believed at first that it could have been possibly a weather balloon because at first it was drifting slowly. But upon zooming and checking the video, they realized that it had some form of strange movement to it, almost like a distortion in the eye. And they also noticed that it made some abrupt movements later on, which they felt ruled it out as being a weather balloon and counted as unidentified. I think it looks strange. I definitely felt like I saw some weird glitchy movement. Let's try to zoom in. It definitely looks like it's jittering to me, but the skeptic in me also says it could be the distortion from the camera because of how far it is. Definitely a mystery. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this, smash like and subscribe. I'll be back with more UFO videos soon, as well as some live gaming. I'll see you guys next time. Y'all, we're back with some of the clearest UFO sightings ever, starting with one in Colombia. Now, I love this video because it's filmed by a pilot in a cockpit, and I feel that they are less likely to fake it or even want to fake this, as it's more for safety regulations for them to fly. And in this video, you can see what looks like a sphere or even a cube within a sphere because it did seem to have points. This fighter jet video is from the USA, and it appears to be a Tic Tac zipping over the water. I mean, this thing is going fast and air resistance means nothing to it. I love this video. Here we have another laser pointer video, and I like these because we get to see the subject in the sky trying to avoid the laser pointer. However, I have pointed out and seen that these could be bats. They have been before, just trying to avoid the laser so they can stay on their flight path, which I respect. I love this. Now, this is definitely, you can tell it's metallic. It's definitely Tic Tac shape. Look how it changes direction. It looks like a metal pipe. And look how fast it actually went. Vroom. That's how fast it went. That is wild. Here in Italy, we have this strange light in the sky. Now, it's making some weird motions as the camera moves. But when he zooms in, you'll see that it actually opens almost like a portal, if you will. Look at this. Look at this. And then it closes back up. That is wild. And I haven't seen like a ring portal this clear from someone's phone, meaning we do have the capability to capture it, okay? But I love it. Look at that. Look at that. And you can see how when it closes, like the energy almost like snaps together like a rubber band and kind of wobbles a little bit. Insane. Here's another clear UFO video, this one coming from England. Now, a lot of these UFOs, I definitely feel that they are interstellar or interdimensional travelers. However, I do feel that some of these instruments could possibly be probes. Like the one that we just saw in England, it kind of looks like this one in the USA, right? Do you see how it's like a metal tube or a metal pipe? This one too in Spain. These could be probes. Maybe they're testing the air. Maybe they have cameras in. I mean, we don't know. They're, if they are extraterrestrials or interdimensional, they're much more advanced than us, and they're way above what we're going to be thinking about. But this does not look like a transportation vehicle to me. Granted, I'm not an alien, so I don't know how I would travel, but that looks more like a pod that's doing research. This is cool. We can see a lot of UFOs and UAPs flying to and from volcanoes and mountains. I love that we got to see this one coming from the sky and then do that sharp turn. Look at it leave. Look at it leave. That is a UAP UFO. That was anomalous. This was captured in the USA. It's apparently 2 fighter jets chasing an orb. Now, I've seen a lot of these turn out to be fake, but this looks more like a happenstance video. Like, didn't necessarily mean to record. In this one in the US, we can actually see a chemtrail zipping upward and a dark object, kind of looks like it has 4 sides, dropping from the sky. It could have been a drone, but I love how this dude sees the guy standing where it was. He's like, yeah, I'm just going to close my window. I'm out of here. Here we have another supposed video of fighter jets chasing an orb. I like these. Again, we've seen some fake ones, but I like them because if they are legit, then we have some really clear footage. This is one of the most famous UFO sightings. This is the UFO sighting in Turkey, where the UFO got so close and the person was able to get their camcorder, not just record the object itself, but record an opening in the object from which we can see, apparently, the beings that are driving this vehicle. And if you see, like we can see here in their image, it's a little blurry, but they do resemble closely the Greys and these aliens that we are used to. So I find that to be very, very fascinating, and it is yet to be debunked. Here we have one from Jeremy Corbell. He is checking. Look at all these things popping up on the radar. I'm sorry, if I were flying and all of a sudden all these little objects pop, I would be freaking out.